There's one thing you'll notice about the people who truly lead, whether it's in business, in conflict, or in everyday life. They stay calm. When others panic, they think. When others explode, they observe. And it's not because they don't feel pressure, it's because they've trained their minds to respond, not react. Calm minds always win, not because they're passive, but because they can see clearly when others can't. Let's start with this truth. Emotions are loud, but wisdom is quiet. Most people move based on how they feel in the moment. Anger, fear, insecurity, these take the wheel. And when that happens, decisions get messy. Words are thrown out that can't be taken back. Bridges are burned, opportunities are lost. But when you stay calm, you gain space. Space to think, space to choose, space to respond in a way that keeps your power intact. Think about this. The person who keeps composure during conflict holds the upper hand. The one who doesn't chase attention earns respect effortlessly. The one who pauses instead of panics, that's the one people follow. Calm is not weakness, it's controlled strength. And in a world that runs on noise and reaction, it's one of the most powerful traits you can develop. The Stoics lived by this. They believed you cannot control what happens, but you can always control how you respond. And in that response lies all your power. So, how do you get there? How do you become that person who doesn't get shaken every time something goes wrong? It starts with awareness. You catch yourself before you spiral. You ask, is this worth reacting to? You realize that most problems don't need your emotion, they need your presence. Because when you train your mind to stay calm, you start to win battles without fighting them. And that's just the beginning. The next step? Learning how to carry that calm into every situation, especially the hardest ones. Staying calm isn't just about silence, it's about control. Control over your thoughts, your energy, your reactions, and the more chaotic the situation, the more your calm becomes a weapon. So how do calm minds keep winning, even in high-pressure moments? Let's break it down. First, they don't take things personally. Someone disrespects you, tries to provoke you. A calm person sees through it. Because they know what people say is a reflection of them, not of you. You don't hand over your peace just because someone else doesn't know how to handle theirs. The moment you stop personalizing everything, you become emotionally untouchable. Second, they master the pause. Between stimulus and response, there's a space. Most people fill it with reaction. Smart people? They use that space to choose wisely. They wait, they breathe, they observe, and then they speak, if speaking is even necessary. That pause is where self-respect lives. That pause is where bad decisions die. Third, they train themselves under pressure. Calm is a muscle. You build it by facing discomfort, on purpose. Waking up early, saying no, training your body, holding your tongue when you want to lash out. Every act of discipline is a vote for calm. Every moment you stay composed when you could have lost it, you build presence. And that presence, it makes you dangerous in the best way. Because in a room full of loud, reactive, emotional people, the calm one leads. The calm one gets remembered. The calm one wins, not by overpowering others, but by never giving them control. And if you're still with me, you already know this isn't about theory, it's about transformation. Now, let's talk about how you make this mindset part of who you are. Permanently. Most people will hear this and think, that's good advice. But the ones who win, they live it. Because staying calm isn't something you do once, it's who you become. Here's how you make it permanent. You train in silence. You choose not to respond to every insult. You stop rushing to defend yourself. You let people misunderstand you, and you understand this. Calmness is confidence with its mouth closed. When you stop chasing reactions, you start commanding respect. When your energy is stable, your presence becomes powerful. And people start to notice you move differently. So if you're ready to keep building that kind of inner strength, subscribe to the Inner Gold right now. This is where calm becomes clarity, where discipline becomes identity. Like this video if you're done reacting to everything and ready to lead in silence. Because in the end, it's not the loudest in the room who wins. It's the one who doesn't need to speak to be heard.